How's it going, Rumble family? And I just wanted to say, hope you guys are doing well during this doomsday generation, it seems. Um, guys, I just have to say this, I don't think it's the end of the world, as some people say. There's this guy, Canadian Gamer, on YouTube. He's all like, oh, it's the end of the world, we're all gonna die, and that kind of stuff. And, you know, um, I don't know, man. I just don't think we're there yet. And, oh, this is gonna be bothering me. I moved my bed to my camera, so now I'm, lower, and I'm barely looking at the camera, so forgive me, guys. I'll fix it later. But you can still see my pretty eyes, so hey, that's a plus. No, but seriously, this Canadian, did I say Canadian Gamer? I meant to say Canadian Prepper. Yeah, there's another channel, Canadian Gamer. He's like an ex-friend of Darius Truxton. I've talked about him before. But yeah, Canadian Prepper, man, he's, oh Lord. This guy is, I'm sure he is making a ton of money right now with all of his clickbait thumbnails like, it's the end, prepare, we all gonna die, stuff like that. Um, and look, man, I listen to the guy, and a lot of stuff he says is true, but I still feel like he's exaggerating some things. I mean, especially just like his thumbnails, it's like, goddamn, bro. I don't think even if, let me just say it like this, to Canadian Prepper, if you're watching this, bro, even if you think it is the end of the world, I would probably mellow out a bit, because you really don't need to be stressing people out like that, homie, We already went through COVID and God knows what else, It's just just try to be positive, dude. Even if it is the end, let's just be hopeful. I mean, shit, I watched the Jason A videos of all the birds falling out of the sky, and the whales being washed up, and it does kind of make you think. I mean, I will be real. If you ever seen Jason A, a lot of what he shows does match with the Book of Revelations in the Bible, and I will admit, bro, that is kind of scary, but I still think it's good to remain hopeful, guys. And truth be told, I personally believe a lot of that does have to do with the environment. Not that I believe in climate change, because I don't, but there's other things going on in the world too. I think with the Navy and the submarines and other technology, I think it actually makes whales lost. I don't look, man. I don't know a whole lot about that. But basically what I'm trying to say is, I know there could be other reasons, rather than God's wrath, which I still believe God is showing his wrath on this world in some ways. I mean, shit, he's got to. This is a fallen ass world. You know what I mean? I'm not going to front. But I know that God still loves us, and I know that he wants us to try to better ourselves. I think he's giving us that chance. Let me just put it in my perspective. If nuclear war were to happen, I believe it's possible, and this is just my opinion, guys, but I think that's the time that God might send down his son. You know what I mean? That might be the time that Jesus comes back just to save us, from that. Because I don't think God wants to see the whole world explode, his whole creation. Some of you guys might say, well, there's many other planets. It wouldn't be the end of, life forms. And I mean, look, dude, you're probably right. I mean, the universe is freaking huge as shit, But that's the thing, man, is I believe every living thing is God's creation. I mean, even fucking aliens, But it's funny, though, if you watch Call for an Uprising, he has a very interesting perspective on the gray aliens. The gray aliens are basically what you see depicted in movies, where it's they have that really big head with the huge oval eyes. And what he says about them is basically that they're demons, and that Satanists are trying to get you used to them so that you become used to demons. It's part of the Satanist plan, and as crazy as that may sound to some of you, like, it makes sense. It does. It makes sense because, I mean, if you think about it, looking at a gray, they look evil, like they look demonic. To me, that looks more like a demon than an alien. If you want my personal opinion on aliens, they probably look almost identical to us. You know what I mean? Because think about it, humans, we're like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of the word, like, we're the perfect kind of mammal, when it comes to like higher thinking apes, if you want to call us that. Not much would really need to change, but look, man, I don't know everything. I don't know everything there is about the universe, and I'm not going to act like it. I mean, of course, if like there was a life form that lived in the sea, well then yeah, they would have fins, you know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about like if they lived and breathed oxygen, I don't see why they would really be that different. Does that make sense? Like, what reason would they need to be that different unless they were like an animal hybrid? But, I guess even that could be a demon, because if you study Baphomet, Baal, it's actually based on a half goat, half human. So, it kind of makes you wonder, like, it also makes you wonder if even like shows like Star Trek are satanic propaganda. Like that thing they do right here, there's a V. A call for an uprising says that stands for evil. If you see people do that, the V stands for evil. And I do see that a lot subliminally. People doing the whole V thing. That's where the peace sign came from. If you think about it, like, what does this even mean? Like, what does this have to do with peace other than making the symbol of a V? I'm telling you guys, watch Call for an Uprising. Yeah, his channels keep getting banned, but he's got a new one called The Fire Rises. It's the God honest truth, man. Like, everything he says, I believe. I do, man. I believe it. And I'm not a gullible person. I don't want you guys to think I just believe everything. I'm not a tinfoil hat. Sometimes I call myself one jokingly. But I will only believe something if I feel like there's a lot of logic behind it. This is why, too, I'm a Christian, guys. I believe there is a lot of logic behind, creation. And I don't believe it's logical to say we all just came from nothingness. But here's an interesting debate, though. You could, in a sense, say that, like, the universe is God. And that, that's like, because the universe is supposedly infinite, I guess it wouldn't need a creator. But then again, I don't know. I don't think the universe actually is infinite because of something called, dark matter. There's a limited amount of dark matter, I believe, in the universe. So it's like, I guess the universe is limited. So I guess God is beyond the universe. It's crazy. It's just, be careful, guys, when you start thinking about that stuff. It can trip you out. Like, don't think about it if you're stoned. Trust me, I've been there. Don't do that, bro. You'll scare yourself. But, no, seriously, though, guys, if I could go back to the whole... I know I went on a few tangents here, but if I could go back to the whole nuclear war thing, guys, I know we're in trouble right now as a nation, but I don't think it's to that point where nukes are going to start flying, because Putin knows, number one, Putin knows that we're on Ukraine's side. We have a ton of missiles, dude. We have more nukes than anybody. You could debate that Russia has a few more powerful ones, but, dude, when it comes to nuclear war, I'm pretty sure we would win. That's just my opinion. It would still be an ugly thing. And really, if you think about it, like, this is some real shit, man. I'll just end the video here. Man, nobody wins in nuclear war. You want to know why? Because when it's over, nothing's left, homie. It's all rubble. Life, as we know it, will come to an end on planet Earth if there is a large-scale nuclear war. And that's one thing I would agree with the hippies on. That actually could end the planet. The Earth can only, it can only take so much damage. And there's some interesting, I'll just say this really quick. there's interesting conspiracies on Mars because Mars actually looks like a dead planet. And there are people who believe that Mars actually looked just like planet Earth at one time. And I believe that's tied actually to the story of Atlantis. So that's pretty interesting, man. I just thought I'd throw that in there for you guys. So spit a few interesting facts for you guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll keep making vids. You know, it may not always be 2 a day, but it's actually my goal, man. I want to help out humanity the best I can, bro. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. The lighting's been well, praise God. I was hoping it would stay this way, so let's just hope that continues, because I get tired of seeing dark Jared videos. Jared in the Shadows. That'd make a good sequel, a good show for Netflix. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching, and God bless.